developed on release by multiple companies for the Nintendo Wii in 2008, was Blob. The premise of the game was that it took place within Chroma City, on the plight of it by the Inked Corporation, where the city populated by a diverse range of peoples being that of the Radians. It was suddenly invaded by the Inked Corporation, by the main foe being that of Comrade Blob, whose main intention is the obliteration of color, as Chroma City was quickly overwhelmed by the sudden invasion, as the entire city became bleak, colorless, and depressed. The main character of the game was Blob, whom had witnessed the entire incident on through circumstances depicted in the game, embarked on a quest to help free the city, as well as the people within it, as he eventually does so, later defeating Blob and is considered a hero by the people of Chroma City, as the game ends with him relaxing within his home outside the city. The premise of the game, as well as the outlandish and cartoon-like feel of the game, earned it good reviews from critics as well as the gaming public. In 2011, Blob 2 was developed and released by multiple companies again for the Wii, as the sequel received well reviews and praise, but not as highly as the original. Reactions to Blob and the evolution of the character were slightly mixed, as public consensus were that the game itself was playable but easily forgotten. The irony is that one of the main components of Blob, being that of color, paints, humor, and fluidity, would actually be expounded upon with Splatoon first being released in 2015, as some critics realized that there were a correlation between Blob and Splatoon, but arguably Splatoon did the concept better than Blob. Sometimes a character can be forgotten because the concept of it seemed to be a good idea at the time but was quickly abandoned, but yet that very same idea was reused in another depiction.